Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm gonna show you something. My makeup right now is quite cold. My room is really cold. You've heard me talk about this, and it's quite hard. And if you stored your makeup for a little bit, or you haven't used it as often as you would normally, then it's gonna not apply the same. So I'm gonna show you what I do, especially in this cold winter time of year. See, I have to apply. It takes me a little bit longer because the makeup now has got a little harder. Okay? So you can see what I'm doing and how long it's taking me to apply. Okay, now I'm going to show you what I do. It's too hard. It's too cold is what it is. So I'm going to show you what I do sometimes when in the winter. I'll come back, I'll show you. Okay, I tried to melt them. Well, I did melt them in a frying pan. So what I did, I took out my little tins. I took my Athens, my illuminator, and my brightening highlighter, and I put them in a little frying pan, and I put them on low until they started to get liquidy and melt, right? You can use a little toothpick to stir them around when they're on the stove, right? As soon as they're done, then take the frying pan off, and they'll cool down pretty quick. And then I just take a very flat spatula, my cheese grater or something like that, and I just lift them out and put them on a board or cutting board and let them cool off. You have to keep them very flat. If you've got tins where there's just a tiny bit left around the edge, this is a great way to use that up. You can melt it and it'll fill the whole bottom of the tin. So it's a great way to use it up. So once they've started to calm down and cool off, and they will pretty quick, they get very, very smooth. And then there's one I stirred after it started to cool and it started to get a little bumpy, which doesn't matter. And so then put back in your tins and they'll be much more creamier and easier. Okay, so I've melted my tins, as I can show you kind of roughly in the little video. And now this is what they look like. It doesn't matter that this one went a little blobby. It just, because I pulled it off when I was stirring it after I pulled it off and it started to cool. That's all it is. So now I'm going to tap and you'll see the difference. See how much more you get on your brush in my illuminator, and it will apply very differently because now it's softer and more pliable and more creamy because it's a cream makeup. Do you see the difference how fast I'm now covering my skin with it? Much, much easier. Makes all the difference. Okay, so if you think your makeup is not applying well, do that. Just put it in a frying pan, just watch it closely, on low, let it melt, and massive difference in applying your makeup. See, I've almost covered that side in half the time I did the other side. Okay, so try that. Have a good day, everybody.